All right, there we are. We're here. We're live
cow.
again. 2 weeks in a
We're
row.
live. We did it
2 weeks.
two times.
7:05.
Good job, Fred. I
Yeah, it
was
was
just
a little.
jamming to our music. That was our friend David Rashoni did that, and it always gets me.
Regione.
Yes, gets me in the academic, collegial mood, and ready for a
7:05.
lot of
Need a
pep
leak
and
fast.
rally.
Yes.
Pep and rally. How's
You got a new
everyone
camera?
doing?
You got a new camera, Pete?
Why? What makes you say?
It's much clearer.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah,
No.
yeah, it looks very vivid, and it's slightly at a different angle. It looks like slightly.
How about the skin and the muscle and the facial hair? How about that? Is everything
Looks
you're
good. Have
looking
you been
right.
taking something?
What? Sure.
It's amazing. Wow.
I got
You
a
have to
little
share
bit.
what products you're using.
I know, right?
Yeah. How's everyone doing?
It's good to see you guys.
Doing great.
It's so nice to see you all. Last week was very exciting. Our first, what I'm going to call broadcast.
Test
See what I
drive.
did there? See what I did there?
Got it.
Going live, and we had some people jump in and join the conversation live. But then we also had some people that watched on the replay and made comments, and that was fun because then we got to kind of talk to them even after we had recorded. So
Holy cow.
I'm liking this.
There we
I'm
go.
liking this.
Yeah, it's great. It's a fun format.
Our chat is open.
Yeah, our chat is open.
Next week we'll build it up.
There you go. Yeah,
So-
please. So yeah, if anybody if they're listening to this on the replay, right? Let's remind them that they could always see us live. So thanks for listening either way, but also come back to us and meet us live too when you get a chance.
Yeah, we'd love to chat with you in real time and have some fun. We're going to be doing this every first 3 Wednesdays of the month. It's very confusing. Live, and of course, you can always watch the replay, but I think it'd be fun to have you here. And we're also pushing it out on the audio platforms, all the fun ones that you probably listen to your podcast on, so you can catch up there. But I'm wondering, so it's interesting, Fred, when did school start for you up there?
Well, at the colleges all kind of stagger start. So at the school that I'm at, right, we're into week 4. And then for the K through 12 kiddos, it looks like it's been a mix. So we're seeing students start up before Labor Day, and now we're starting to see students start up after Labor Day. So for us up in the Northeast, one of the things that I think I would imagine I know you could definitely relate to it. That's the heat. So, up in the Northeast, we still have a lot of old schools. We have a lot of great new schools that when they were built, they put in air conditioning. But we also have a lot of old schools that, they were built in the 30s and the 40s, and they're massive brick structures, and they are not equipped with air conditioning. So we saw a lot of students getting let out because of heat. We're usually letting them out because of snow or ice or something like that. But this past week or last week, right, we had that heat surge come up through Pennsylvania. So we experienced a little bit of that. And so there was a lot of the starting and stopping, half people are showing up and then an hour later they're letting them go, or whatever. So I know that causes a lot of havoc with parents. But that's worse. But I think we're now all in motion and kind of moving forward. So cool. The machine is moving. What about you guys? You guys are now been a while, right?
Yeah, it's been a minute. Pete, how about you? We're in 2 different districts here in Georgia, so we only started about a week difference, I guess, right?
I'm on a 6-day rotation, and tomorrow I'll be starting my 6th week. So we've been deep into it. And the heat, I think it was pretty extreme for a while. You see the warnings, don't be outside too long or don't be outside past a certain time. And oh my gosh, those kids need to run around. So they'll run around in the music room and we'll have a good time, blow off that steam. And then, the athletes and the marching bands and all that's going on. You got to be careful with the heat out there.
Yeah, definitely. So, and you were talking about, Fred, and some of your school buildings. I know, like my family in New Jersey, some of them still don't have AC because they haven't really needed it until the last couple of years, right? It's getting a lot hotter on this earth.
Yep.
So that's one reason. And then the school buses down here, not all of them have air conditioning, and that's they can get up to 110 degrees on a bus.
So the first full week they sent out an email saying, would any teachers be willing to ride buses home? They had
Really?
problems, kids getting off at the wrong spots or not getting off or getting lost. Who knows what was going on? So they said, we'll throw you a little bit of money, but would you do a run? So I did it the first week, and yeah, I have morning and afternoon car duty every day. So I finished car duty and I ran over to the bus area and got on at that sweat box. Those things are hot. They're hot. And they're sitting there waiting for the kids to, get on board. It gets toasty. So you got to get that thing moving to get the air blowing through those windows.
What's your start and finish?
Kids come in at 7:15 and like 2:20, 2:25.
Yeah, so that's elementary school here, and then middle school starts a little bit later. Right. They usually start, what about 9 o'clock, Pete?
Much later. Like I pick up my son at 4:12.
Yeah, it's late.
Yeah.
And then high school is about 8:25. They start and they get out at 3:30.
Yeah.
Okay. That's I was thinking about, like, we'll start, with the time change not now. So we'll be, obviously it's darker in the morning, it's cooler, and then you have the day and it kind of the heat builds. So we're moving out of that now. But it's interesting hearing you say that about the school buses being so hot. That's
and
wow.
It's never, and I've been here 19 years now, 20 years. And it's never gotten into my wiring to have school. Like I always thought school ended at the end of June and it starts back up after Labor Day. That's just in my wiring. And no, not around here. It's very different. We're on a different calendar for sure. Mr. Hal saying hi.
Hey there, Hal.
Awesome. Hey, Hal.
Hi, Hal.
So I'm
talking
curious.
about hot. Yeah, he's down in Texas, right?
What?
He's down in Texas.
Oh. Toasty.
Yeah, how's your weather brewing down there, Hal? How you been?
Yeah, I'm curious. I think their schools start probably the same time as Georgia, I think.
Okay. So I have a burning question. I have a question that I want to ask everybody here, and and if I'd love to get your input. So I've been teaching this. This was, I believe, my 25th year. He said it's finally cooling off. Well, we're below 100 for nights. They started at 8:16. Oh, they started mid-August. The wearing of shorts versus pants for a teacher. So I would love to know if you think it's appropriate or inappropriate for I only could ask from the college professor level. I don't know if it's a safety hazard in the school districts that you might be in. Is it a safety hazard? I don't know. I don't know why it would be a safety hazard. Aaron, you're looking at me like, why would it be a safety hazard? I don't know. But we had an interesting discussion because there were several of us who have decided that we're going to start off the semester wearing shorts as teachers. Now, I don't wear a t-shirt. I'll wear I'll tuck in. I have a belt. I mean, I don't look like I'm just flying off the beach. But that was a big thing. And did you ever have professors walk in shorts and sandals and stuff like that? Or were they always dressed business casual or professional?
Yeah, they usually had the pipe and the tweed jacket. Well, I got my bachelor's degree I was down in a college in Florida where it's very hot, and they always wore slacks and dress shirt, sometimes tie, sometimes not.
Right.
I don't know, Fred. Shorts. Are you going to go business up top? Party at the
yeah, that's what it is. There's Tacey. Hello, Tacey. It's great to have you in here tonight. Yeah, so I definitely wear a polo shirt. I wore the shorts. I'm wearing sneakers, so maybe I'm looking dorky. I don't know. They're running sneakers, but it's like, but it was really hot up here, and we are in air conditioning, so it's not like we're, inside sweating. But I just wanted to do it. I was doing it from the standpoint of easing students in. Just, like, hey, look, we just came out of the summer. Let's kind of like groove into this.
Be like, hey, man.
Welcome
back.
Yeah, right. But it was a tough thing for me to swallow. And I mean, I am standing behind a podium. So if anybody's wondering if they're staring at my chicken legs, I'm usually behind it's not a podium. It's like a teaching console. And I do kind of walk around. Oh, thanks, Hal. But I think shorts were, as long as you're doing it tastefully, I mean, I remember there was this one professor floating around our campus for a while teaching, and he would wear a football jersey, and the football jersey would like go down to his knees. So it almost looked like some kind of smock / apron thing going on.
Good choice.
But the thing was, it was the same team. all. I don't know if he had multiple jerseys or if it was the same jersey. So, but I would love to know everybody's opinion in the chat if you would. If am I being too lax, or is there an expectation that when you go into a college classroom, so normally I'm dressed like the State Farm guy. I'm Jake from State Farm. I'm khakis and polo shirt. Yeah. So that's basically my outfit. And it's funny too. I'll wear jeans. I'll mix jeans into the mix. But it's funny when I do switch into the khakis, students will say, "Oh, Mr. Fred, did you have an event today?" I'm like,
"Oh, like that's dressy."
Especially
yeah.
Well, I think you should check your policy. Yeah, Tacy, how did the students react? That's a good question.
Thanks, Pete.
And I would check your policy at your school. We're not recommending teachers all of a sudden you show up tomorrow in your shorts.
I think college is different.
Yeah. Your kilts. Could a kilt work? You could wear a kilt.
But when I teach the kids camps, one of the rules is no open-toed shoes.
Right.
Like no sandals, no flip-flops, no nothing. They have everybody, the kids have to wear shoes. And and of course, we do too. So that's the safety hazard, I suppose. Yeah, that's a safety thing.
Yeah, always pants. Always, well covered. Now I've had kids, I'm sitting at my teacher's xylophone and we're doing a song. Hey, for a second week of school, da da da, and I'm feeling something wet and warm on my leg, and I look down and there's little Jimmy with his tongue on my leg. I'm like, yeah. So I wear pants.
Yeah, pants are good when you're teaching elementary school. You never know when
this show just took
lick you, pee on you.
Quick left turn.
Oh yeah, I'll do costumes anytime, Keith. You guys know that. I'll do costumes anytime. But I did have a professor at college, conducting professor, Dr. Hyman, and he wore a robe. And we know if he ever came with a robe, we knew we were in trouble. He had a rough night the night before. But we're going a long time ago for that.
Wait, like a bathrobe or like Harry Potter robe?
Bathrobe.
Oh.
Yeah.
There's a great question in the chat from Tacy asking Pete, if you would wear a costume.
I have. We do costumes, sure.
Yes, and so have I. Yeah.
I've been the school mascot many times.
Yeah. As Pete Bush or as the school?
Both.
School mascot.
And
the school yam.
And the school yam. Oh, that's going back.
Yeah.
And then also, the enrichment team, we dress up quite often. We'll do stuff like that. We're going to be teenage.
Yeah, we have spirit weeks a lot of times, especially in high school. The teenagers get really into that. So a lot of times I do it. The only thing I wouldn't do, Tacy, was the day that it was pajama day. That just felt really weird to me.
I can't do that.
Yeah.
Just leave it at that.
No, I've gone in as Jango Fett. And I've gone in as Gandalf. And Santa Claus.
Well, okay.
Santa Claus.
Okay.
That wasn't Halloween. That was Christmas. So
I do like how those said, how you dress. It depends on your decorum and your relationship with the students. And I would 100% agree with that.
And what we're doing, what we got on tap that day. Yeah. If it's field day or if it's, all those fun things. Yeah. And then also we would dress up as the enrichment team. We would do, last year we were all the emotions from Inside Out. And this year we're going to be Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Oh, that's cool.
It's hard to find, things a group of 5. We've been Ghostbusters.
Oh.
We've been weird takes on Star Wars characters. I was Darth Vader. I found your lack of soup disturbing.
Darth Vader, that's awesome.
I put a little mustache on it, and nobody saw it. You guys watch Ahsoka last night?
Oh,
speaking of,
so good. I did not want it to end.
So for all of our listeners and those of you in the chat, that we have an affinity towards Star Wars, and what Dave Filoni achieved last night with the Ahsoka series, I think brings it all. There you go. Oh.
Wait, what is that? What is that?
It was a
My little
Yoda.
Grogu. Isn't this cool? It was made. I got it at the art festival, Pete.
Oh, at Marietta Square. Oh,
yeah,
look at that.
That's very
Grogu.
That is very cool.
Isn't that cool?
That is very cool.
Is beautiful.
Yeah, we're big Star Wars fans. Go run, see Ahsoka. It's really good.
Yeah, really good. That
Well, the
was
reason why I was asking you all about when school starts, because we were going to maybe talk a little bit about the back to school jitters, not just for the students, but I think a lot of times people don't realize as educators, we have that too. So I'm curious, do you have something that kind of tends to happen to you as you start to get close to the school year starting? I always start to get nervous dreams, like really weird dreams.
Fred, Tacey's got a question about the comments. Does that help? Let's see.
Oh, so Tacey's watching us on YouTube,
Mm.
and she can't see the others' chat comments, but I am signed in. You know what? I think I can control that. Hold on one second.
Fred can
Yeah, and that's a
control it
good
all.
question because, again, this is our second episode doing this, and
We're just
we want to
getting
learn with you all.
Yep. And that's how it's going to work. That's how it's going to work best, is if everybody's interactive and chatting and
and letting us know.
Going to your question, I definitely had nerves this year more than ever before. I have no problem sharing. I had a pretty significant health scare a week before pre-planning started. And that was, I'm finally just starting to get back feeling like my old self.
You are?
Huh?
You are?
Yeah. I'm starting to get back to my old self, but it was a pretty significant thing. And yeah, the energy wasn't there, and I just did not feel like me. And oh my gosh. And we got some firecrackers. We got some situations. There's a lot of kids coming in and need a lot of love and a lot of situations to help them get through their feelings, and there's a lot going on. So I was talking to my art teacher friend who was on the podcast just yesterday, saying, more than ever before, it's like, okay, instead of making one blanket lesson plan for grade 3 or grade 4 or kindergarten, I'm making 2 or 3 now for each grade, because some of the classes are so different and the needs are so, widespread. And sometimes I just might need to have, that lower gear lesson in my back pocket when I hear those kids coming down. I just have a sense of, I know what's going on. Also, the schedule has changed to a point where, maybe we've been used to having certain grades at certain times of the day. Now we're looking at maybe having first grade later in the day. I don't know if that's a great idea for them or not, for the type of classes we do with enrichment, PE, or art, because they're starting to get fried, or the listening is gone, or, oh my gosh, Jimmy just finished lunch and I can see it on my floor right now. Maybe we shouldn't have done all those jumping things and all. So there's a lot going on with the thoughts, but I had the jitters more than ever before this year. It's like, do I still got it? Do I still got it?
Okay. That's understandable. And, I think it's interesting. I've had the same experience where, 1 year I was teaching, most of my classes were 10th grade world lit. And then I had a few other that were AP at the time, but the majority of my day was 10th grade. It was a huge 10th grade class. And it was the same thing. One class, the thing that I had planned with my PLC, it went great. The next class I do the same thing. And I'm like, oh boy, this is not working. So you got to kind of make those little tweaks and try to make it fit. It's amazing how a group of people, doesn't matter if they're kids or adults, when they get together, just whatever that right mix is, that right potion in the classroom can completely change the interaction, the collaboration, and all that.
Yeah. That's where I was going to share. Was I nervous? Yeah. That's a thing every year. Anxious. You want everything to be really good. Like you want to start off strong, setting the right impression, getting people excited, getting people interested. That's a big thing. So it's kind of like stepping on stage, right, Pete? I mean, you're stepping out and you want to be on your game. You want to be pumped up. You want to be energized. But you're right, Erin. I'm teaching freshmen to seniors again. And I teach a general education course in technology. I teach that's for freshmen. Actually, it's for anybody, but it's primarily freshmen. I'm noticing are in that class, freshmen and some sophomores. And then I have my freshman students in the major course. So 2 freshman courses, right? Vibe totally different between the 2 classes. Already I could see it. I'm really fighting so for everybody, just as a refresher, a general education course is that course that's outside of your major, but it's helping you round it. It's like a part of the liberal arts education, right? And so there are people that are taking it as a quote unquote an elective, right? And they come in their backgrounds are different, their interests are different. When you talk to people in the major, you know they're nerds, you know they're geeks, you know their vibe, you know why they're there, and that's comforting for me, right? But in the other class, I'm really finding I'm struggling because I have more students in that, because that other class also can be taken by the majors. It's kind of confusing, but the class is primarily made up of students who are outside the major taken as elective. And I could see that a lot of the stuff where it's not really, Hal, if I started talking about Cisco routers in that class, I'll have half the class walk out. But we're talking about we're talking about, that's a big tech thing, right? So we're basically, we're dealing with that. But I counter that though when I teach my juniors and seniors. I was just thinking this the other day as I was walking out. I was walking down the hallway, getting ready to leave the building. We get done pretty late at night, and it just felt good. It was like being with old friends because I've had them for the past 4 years, and it was a moment of catching up with them. And we're talking about their internships that they did this past summer. We were talking about that in the class, and we're getting them excited. Some of them are getting ready to graduate, and it was a really, really good vibration going on. So like all that anxiety just completely washes away with that group. And the other things that's really cool about this one class, and I'll share this with everybody, the one class that I'm teaching this semester is it's a design class. It kind of gets into what we call user experience. So user interface, user experience. It gets students to understand, especially the software development types. It gets them to understand what an interface should be made with, how color choice, fonts. It's a lot of the softer stuff. So we're covering a topic that none of them really have any background in. And that's kind of cool too. These are upperclassmen students, because usually by that time, you've already kind of progressed through a lot of the coursework and you've got a really good sense of things. This is a course coming in from a different angle. And I could see that they're like, wow, I didn't know this. And now they're asking questions. They're at that age group where they ask questions. They're interested in learning, and then they're providing suggestions. You don't get that a lot with freshmen and sophomore. They're still in high school mode. I hate to say that. I don't want to insult anybody, but you know what I mean. They're still in that kid mood. So that's a nice counter. But I am in that battle on my other day classes between those two freshman classes. So it's going to be, I think I the way I look at it is I'm working to earn their trust.
Yeah.
We all.
Right.
Totally. So. Or they might lick your leg.
God, that helped.
I got a wooden bass xylophone bar, B flat. It's got teeth marks on it.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Someone's teething. Yeah, I mean, Hal, just what you were just talking about, Fred, right? His daughter is in culinary school and she doesn't have one cooking class per semester.
I remember that with school.
It's tough to prepare, people for that next phase if they're going to go the college route, to understand that, you don't unfortunately get to jump right into your major and doing all those things. So yeah, that's a
though too, for as junior year for college is really right. Your junior high school and junior year in high school, as you begin to go and look at schools, that's an important thing to look at. A lot of colleges are shifting now to front load the degree programs with more courses to give them that exposure so they can learn earlier on if they have an affinity or if they really know what that discipline, that profession is really like. Because there's nothing worse than getting into your third year or the end of your second year and realizing I don't want to be in this major.
Right.
And some schools are not, I don't know how to say it. I don't want to say that not friendly, not flexible. They're when you shift major, that could be a complete reset sometimes.
I believe that.
Yeah.
And so that's definitely one thing you could look at as a family when you're looking at degree programs. Do they give you opportunities to explore the courses sooner than later? Mm-hmm. Something to kind of keep in mind.
Real quick, Fred, don't panic. You sounded like Darth Vader for a second, but
you did. Yeah, something was going on.
But you're back. It's good.
Yeah, there's
Erin had a question. TC, let's see. She had a question for you, Erin. You make great tools. Do you find your tools help a lot with your student engagement?
I do. And you know why, Tacey? Is because a lot of times my tools that I provide, graphic organizers, that kind of thing, or other kind of resources, are kind of a bunch so that it's not one size fits all. So if I'm trying to get them to learn a new skill or encourage them to take a risk into something, I love the idea of a educated risk, then some students like to feel like they've got a little bit of a safety net underneath them. So I think those tools give them an opportunity to kind of free think on their own using it. And then if they want to meet with me to kind of go over the tools before they go fully into whatever the practice or the assignment is, then they can use that as kind of a connector. And I think it does help with engagement because it lets them know that I'm okay with them taking risks. And if they mess up or decide they want to go in a different direction, it's okay. I'm just happy to see them trying and learning new things.
That's key. That's really key.
And this, by the way, was an educated risk, by the way. So.
Yes, this has been an educator.
Yes.
Speaking of, and I'm glad we have some of our friends in here. Should we? So we're all talking. I mean, we've all been back in school, but a lot of our friends up Northeast have just gone back. This is, I think, the first full week. Actually, that's hard to believe.
Ain't no tired like first week back to school tired. Ooh. So you people, we're sending you love, everybody around.
Yeah, hang in there. Make sure you try to get some rest at night and drink lots of fluids and waters and stuff. So we thought we'd play a game.
Oh,
we thought we'd play a game.
There's the pet part.
Yeah, this is the pet part. So again, we're learning new things. Oh, Fred's drinking his. Good. He's getting
that's my product placement. Sorry. I just have to take
for sponsors. You never know.
Right.
We'll start doing commercials for them. New little pep this week in the classroom.
There you go.
Right.
So should we try the game? I don't know if it's going to work or not. If it doesn't, that's okay. I had to present to a staff of an elementary school today over climate and culture, and I had a technical issue. It happens. It always happens when you don't want it to happen. So
other than that, how did it go?
It went great.
There you go.
Thank you,
Fred. There you go.
And and if you're just honest and say, hey, let's see if this is going to work, people just appreciate that you're trying.
Yeah.
Oh, we're trying.
So we're going to try. And Fred, don't cheat. Hopefully, because I had to send it to you.
I don't know what you're talking about.
And you all that have joined us live today, you can play too. We're going to play a little.
And Fred will send you prizes.
Back to school supplies.
Pictures of his legs behind the skinny podium. Autograph.
Guess whose legs?
Guess whose legs he's
Chicken Little.
Is that Big Bird?
No.
Okay, wait. So I think what we're going to do is I'm going to figure out here if everyone would be kind. I will.
Sure, we can be kind.
Oh, you know what? Oh, I see.
Hey, let's check in actually with Tacey real quick up in Canada. I think there's some fires around you, Tacey. Are you doing okay?
Oh gosh, I hope they
let us know in the chat. I saw that on our news and thought of you.
New ones have started up.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff going on. They're really going through a lot.
All right. I'm trying to upload.
I'm going to keep talking, Fred, while you get going. That's something that we deal with when we start the school year up. It's the fear of the unknown. It's like, oh my gosh, we got through COVID. Oh my gosh, we got through these new policy changes. Oh my gosh, we're going through this now. And this is the new controversial thing. It's a lot. And teachers have to get ready for battle almost every, start of the school year. It's a lot. And then you got your own real life stuff going on, whether it's weather or any kind of, tragedy or hardship. Yeah. We're all going through a lot. So that's why we're here on Wednesday nights. We're celebrating you guys getting over Hump Day.
Hump Day.
Fires are mostly out, but the hurricane will be here Saturday. Oh, Tacey. Oh my gosh.
Jeez, Tacey. All right. Well, stay safe.
Please.
All right. So we want to do a little back to school supplies. Price is Right.
I'm down for it.
All right. So I created this. You both have not seen this, so you don't know. So you're playing for real. And if you're out there and want to play with us,
I need the Bob Barker microphone.
I know. I was looking I really wanted to create one. Did you all watch him, by the way, when you were there was a big thing going out that when he passed away, he was the one when you were sick because
sick.
We didn't have streaming back then, kiddos. So we watched what was on TV.
Yep. And it wasn't the Price is Right. It was like a 2.5 hour show, wasn't it?
It was a long show.
It was really long. I mean, but it was great. Are you looking for the microphone that they used to also use on the match game.
It was a
with
really
Gene
long
Raber.
one with
Really
like
long
just a
scene.
little
Yep.
mic on the top.
Like a
I-
glockenspiel mallet.
Right. All right. So how
Right,
do you want to
so-
coordinate this? And Erin, you want to give me like the click noise, and I'll click.
Yeah,
it?
go ahead. Let's go to the next one, and I think it's going to be the rules.
Oh,
Yes. Okay. So here's the rules I came up with.
Hmm.
First of all, no cheating. Don't search online. Just do your best guess. It's okay. I'm going to show a school supply up on the screen for all the contestants. Please don't guess out loud until the host calls your name. Each contestant will have one chance to guess the price of the school supply. So you got to give a price. I'm going to write it down. In fact, I need to get some paper out here and stick with it.
right.
And then once everyone has shared their guess, I will share the right price. And if you got it right, you get a point. At the end of the game, we'll tally who got the most points. And
Did you say tally who?
Tally who. And you will be
Now,
the winner.
where are we shopping?
Oh, great question. This got me thinking, how do they do it on the Prices Right nowadays? Back in the day, it was like probably 1-2 stores, right? Now it's
Right.
Amazon, Walmart, Target, and Staples. That was kind of
Right.
what I stuck with because they were pretty much on the price. Yeah, you like the disclaimer.
Little.
Yeah.
Dollar
Some of
Tree
it
action.
may surprise you. Some of it may not. I tried to pick, basic school supplies that people probably need, whether they're in K through 12 or higher education. So,
Okay.
yeah, you can click to the next one unless you have any questions about the rules.
Okay. All right. We're
I
gonna
will abide
move
by
ahead.
the
And right
rules.
here we go. First slide.
Yeah.
Oh, there he is.
Bob.
There he is.
All right. So you ready to play?
No.
Yes.
You
Here we
probably,
go.
Fred, do you hear the music on your end? I did have the song.
No music.
You remember how it went, Pete?
Ba-ba-ba-da.
That's it.
Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da.
All right. So Fred Abley and Pete Bush, come on down.
Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da.
And Tacey and Hal, play with us,
Yes,
and
please.
a few other people that I see have recently popped in. So here we go.
Please,
Let's go
please.
to the first
All right.
First item. Again, don't say it out loud. Guess the price of one standard composition notebook.
200 pages. No. 100
Pete,
sheets.
how much do you think the notebook for one notebook?
$2.99.
$2.99. Okay. And feel free to guess it in the comments live. Fred, what do you think? You better
I'm
not be
gonna say-
Googling.
I'm gonna say $3.50. $3.50.
All right. For one standard composition notebook. Tacey, Hal, anyone in there want to guess?
Oh, tasty.
All right. Tacey says $1.49.
Canadian?
Do we have to do a conversion?
Tacey, what's the rate? House
Okay.
$2.99.
Al said $3.99.
Great. So Fred said $3.50, Pete $2.99, Tacey $1.49, and Hal says $3.99. So let's see what it is. If you go to the next one, Fred, the average price for a composition notebook,
What?
99 cents.
Holy moly.
People
That
need
was
to
not
respect
the
paper
dollar
more.
store. That was not the. So Tacey, you get 1 point. Tacey
gonna-
so far is the
Wow.
leader. And the
Wow.
price is right. Did you all use composition notebooks?
Oh my
Mhm.
God.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was your thing.
hmm
My kid used to write and draw on them for fun.
Yeah.
Just loaded them up.
I think what it always was frustrated with it, there was never an easy way to tear a page out of those things.
No.
It would always tear
99 cents though.
uneven. Yeah.
Yeah, it's only 99 cents now.
We
Isn't
all
that
need to
unbelievable?
respect paper more because that,
Yeah.
that's cheap for a lot of
Yeah.
paper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
A lot of kids too, they use them. You have a lot of times in English class a journal, and they can
Yeah.
just do free writing, and you don't really grade it for anything other than just them spending time on writing whatever they want or drawing. Pete, a lot of
Yeah.
them would draw,
Yeah.
narrate that way. All right, should we do another one?
Please.
Before we bolt, here is
Oh, look at that one.
my
Oh.
English composition
Hmm.
journal from my freshman year of college.
Wow.
I still journal in it. Well,
Very
not
cool.
that one, but anyway,
Very
Got-
cool.
just sharing. Wasn't one of those, but it was a spiral.
As a lefty, I could not use that because of the spirals.
You couldn't.
Lefty.
Oh no,
Yeah.
because the border. Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
man.
Like the schmear.
Yeah.
Schmear. All right. Next question.
All right, next one.
Hoop.
All right, guess the
Oh,
price
Come
of
on. How
a
am I?
specific calculator, Texas Instrument 84 plus CE graphing
It's starting to
calculator.
make my neck break.
I
I
used
feel
to
like
have dreams
Hal
about
is going to
that.
get this one, but All right, Pete, you got a price?
Oh, come on. $19.99.
$19.99. Fred?
Me. Hal is part of the lefty
23.
club.
I'm going to say $15.99.
Okay,
Guys rated at 90.
$15.99.
I'm mad when they do that.
Tacy says $18.99.
Oh,
Hal
And
says
Hal says
$99.99.
Hal's doing
$99.
strategic.
99. Oh, and Hal's a lefty too. Yeah, so you get my issue. I wrote a whole paper in high school about how the world is backwards to left-handed people. All right, so calculator.
Oh, hoarder.
Fred says $15.99. Remember, this is a Texas Instrument 84 plus CE graphing calculator.
Give me a speaking.
Pete, $19.99.
$19.99.
Tacy, $18.99. And Hal says almost $100. $99. Okay, let's see.
Are you kidding me?
Oh, come on.
$109.99. So, Hal,
$15.99.
you're
What
now-
planet am I on?
yeah, those are
All right.
expensive.
I
Those
think
are-
my kid is in the chat downstairs, my kid or my wife.
Oh,
Oh.
good.
All right.
That's great. They should guess.
$109.99. So, see, biology, chemistry,
Yeah.
physics.
Wait till high school, Pete. You're going to have to get the kid this calculator.
$21.99.
Start saving up.
Oh, it does programming too. So I wonder what kind of
See,
like
we should
is
have
it
read-
Python?
Yeah.
Python.
programming?
Graphing. Oh, Fred's shopping.
Oh, wow. I like it. And it's got a color display too. It's
Yes,
that's
it
pretty nice.
does.
Very nice.
I don't.
All right.
Yeah.
Next question.
Let's do next
Let's
one.
hear it. Bingo.
All right.
Oh,
Guess the price of a pack of 40 mechanical pencils because you need to go ahead prepare for the whole year.
At
40 pack
in
of
that
Bic.
one shopping.
Like we're not, we're going big. We're going to get Bic pencils because they're
Big
extra
Bic.
smooth according to the package.
Big
That's
smooth,
1,050.
Number 2 pencil.
darker writing and erases cleanly.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Pete.
Why do I have you should rotate the people that answer first. How about $3.99?
$3.99. Okay. Fred?
So these are lead mechanical pencils. I'm going to say
They are.
I don't do this type of shopping.
$10.99.
$10.99. Okay. And I think Hal guessed $9.99. And Tacy's
Tacy.
guessing $14.99. Anyone else in the running there?
Oh.
Okay. We have a PSB 14.
They're making more than one guess.
That's all right.
I think my
We'll
kid and my
go
wife
with the last one. All right, let's see. What's the price of a 40 pack of mechanical pencils? You ready, Fred?
Oh, I'm waiting for you to do it. No.
$6.62.
Nobody prices
who was
62
that?
cents.
Good Lord. I don't know.
Closest without going over, Bob.
Yep. So that would be you, Pete. $3.99.
Oh, now
$3.99.
that's my kid.
Yeah, I meant $5.99. Okay.
Do your work, Bush. Do your work.
All right. Next question up.
Next. All right. Guess the price. You
What
need
is
that mirror for your
It's a
locker.
locker mirror.
So it's a magnetic mirror for a locker. Nice little mirror. It's like an 8x10, and it has magnets on it, so you can stick it to your locker, Fred, so you can check out your hair before.
Look at your legs.
Right. Check out
your
it's
leg.
it's also a survival mirror when you're being chased home by a bunch of bullies.
Oh.
All right. Tacy says $4.99. I love how Tacy just boom.
That's where I was. Tacy, I'm gonna do the classic undercut. The price is like undercut. I'm gonna do $5.
Oh. Okay. Went up a penny. House says $6.99. Ooh, you guys are getting good. What do you think, Fred?
I'm doing $3.50.
$3.50. And PSB, what do you think?
Don't.
Okay, he says I am.
Because I said do
All
your
right.
homework.
All right.
He's talking back to me on the live stream.
Yeah, do your homework. If you need any help, we are live. We will tutor you. Okay, let's see, Fred.
Oh, here we go. Bingo. 647.
647. 647. So, Pete, your strategy worked, and you are now on the top of the chart. You have 2 points. Tacey has 1. Hal has 1. PSB, sorry, you don't have any points. And Fred, you don't have any points. So,
This is a sham.
this next one, let's do, this is the last one. So let's do, this is for 2 points.
Oh boy.
2 points.
Wait. What
A 6-pack of kazoos.
Kazoos. I bought a whole bag of them a few years ago.
I didn't even know that was a. I didn't even
You
do
get
that.
you don't need just one. You
No.
get a whole 6-pack.
If you don't want to buy that, you get
Why?
a toilet paper roll.
Oh.
You get some wax paper. Wrap it loosely. Loosely is the key, around the end, and then take a rubber band, a hairband, some elastic thing, tie it around, fasten it, but it needs to be attached loosely so there's some vibration. And there you go. That's a kazoo.
Oh,
maybe
I just saved you.
Maybe next time you can, we'll bring our supplies,
There
right,
we go.
Fred? And you can
Oop.
teach us and we'll see.
Pete's
little
Craft Corner.
DIY project, right?
Hey,
Pete's Craft Corner.
Stacey, what does Canada have against kazoos?
Really?
What?
You can't buy a kazoo.
They're
in
so
Canada.
fascinating.
People. They're such a lovely people.
It's probably a noise violation.
Maybe they don't call them kazoos. Maybe they call them.
Maybe kazoo's a bad word in Canada. Oh, that's the thing.
Plastic.
Hey, Tacey, that's the only good thing that came out of COVID was I stopped teaching recorder, and I haven't brought it back. Recorders are the bane of my existence. The culinary school has a bee for a mascot, so they all gave. Oh, that's cool. I like that.
I do too.
That's
Buzz
a great,
that's kind of funny. Yeah, that is neat.
great idea. Wonderful.
Okay,
All right.
so do you want to get
6-pack?
Yeah, so I think I have Hal's guesses at $1 for the 6-pack. What do you think, Pete and Fred? Remember, this is for 2 points.
Oh,
I'm going for $3.
yeah.
All right, 3 even.
$3.50.
$3.50 for Pete.
301.
Casey, even though they don't sell them in Canada, do you want to?
$2.99.
$2.99. All right.
Ready to unveil it?
I'm ready.
Are you kidding me?
$7.99
For that much, they might as well play
6-pack of
themselves.
kazoos.
Wow.
So I guess, Pete, you're the closest on that one.
Holy cow.
So you won with 4 points. Fred, sorry, you got the big goose egg.
Fred, we have some
Tacey-
lovely parting gifts.
Yep, Tacey, you have 1, and
Paper
Hal, you have
towel.
1. So if you flip to the next slide, Fred,
Oh,
I'll
sorry.
announce the winner, and that is Pete Bush
There we
for
go.
The Price is
There we
Right.
go.
Ta-da!
Back to school supplies.
First trophy I ever earned. Won.
Nice.
First one.
Nice.
Thanks, Erin.
Great
Yeah,
job,
you're
Erin. That was a lot of
fun.
fun.
Yeah.
You know, it really, honestly, though, on a serious note, it just kind of really does put in perspective that going back to school could be very expensive for a lot of families.
Right.
So
Yeah.
and
Don't go crazy buying everything all at once.
especially kazoos. You don't need them.
do it.
No, especially if you have Pete, who's going to teach us how to make them out of toilet rolls.
Yes. And don't get Fred gets a rice
Yeah.
roni. And don't buy
I
recorder.
love rice roni, by the way.
It's a
Not
San
surprised.
Francisco treat.
It's a San Francisco treat.
It is. So what do we think? We're going to do this again next week?
Yes, so
Yes,
I'm
I love
open.
it. It's fun stuff. Gameplay is
Okay.
good. We had some great players in here. A great round of applause for Hal and Tacey
Love you guys.
and the alter ego PSP people.
I want to know how he's getting in as me. The kid's hacking
that's-
me.
No, it's cool though. It's fun. And then it's funny how you kind of see these things all the time. You just don't really, you don't really clue into it. That's great. I
Cool.
guess I have to go buy some pencils now. So
Yeah, get the 40-pack. That wasn't a bad deal.
So where are we shopping? Where most of this from?
Most of them were, I really did look kind of at Amazon. You
Mm-hmm.
could, when you search it online, you can say you're shopping and it'll give you a list. So I kind of looked at Amazon, Target, and Walmart.
Here we go.
Yeah.
The kazoos look like a Target thing. I think I've seen them before. There.
Those were fancy, man. I wish
They
I
were.
had those. They were rainbow colors and they
Vac
were
metal.
shiny.
Vac metal. They had some chrome.
Yeah, those are the real deal. Those are the real deal.
So do you have like dollar stores, right? Dollar stores, Dollar General.
We do, and a
Dollar
lot of
Trees.
things you can really get there. I
Mhm.
think that's
Dollar
awesome.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you could
Yeah.
get a lot of supplies there. That's
Oh,
my go-to
purple.
place for poster board. So
Yeah. I mean, I haven't watched The Price is Right in so long. I think it's Drew Carey's doing it now, right?
I
But
think
I'm
so.
curious. Oh, house says $6.99 on Amazon right now. That's a bargain.
Oh, Tacey has a great question.
let's see here. We're doing guests again this season, and the answer is yes.
Yes. In fact, we are already booked out through, I'm already booking out in February now.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So we have a lot of people that are coming, a lot of old guests,
That would be great.
ones that we had on here before.
That would be
If
great.
you want to come on or know someone and talk about something with us or
Yep.
play a game, like,
Please.
come on, just let me know and we'll do it. But yes, we do. We have a lot of guests. We kind of left September a little bit open because we wanted to get our feet wet in this new platform. So yeah, get ready because it'll be a whole new ballgame when we start bringing guests into this.
Right. We wanted to
Unknown.
get it working better before we invited somebody else. So you guys are
Yeah.
stuck with us, the three of us this week, and then we'll start. We're
Yeah.
still starting.
Yeah, we really like using this platform. I know
Yeah.
it's going to sound like a sales pitch, but we have no affiliation with them yet. But StreamYard, I mean, that's the tool that we're using, and it's been easy to set up. We're kind of working on a little bit of the bells and whistles features a
Yeah,
little
we'll
bit,
get there.
but it's Principal Lamb.
Principal Lamb. Let's get him on our list.
Let's do it. Let's do it. I think Tacey actually sent me. Yes, actually you did. That's right. Yes, I'm working on that.
Nice. Yeah. But we would love for everybody to chime in. We
Yeah.
know that you're busy and you got other things going on, but share it with friends, share
Please.
with other folks that are in the education space, but also parents are more than welcome to come in and listen to us. We'll be sharing some of our experiences that we're kind of going through at this point in the year. Yeah, it's definitely going to have an educational vibe that'll give you still a look behind the curtain, right, Erin?
Right.
So,
Oh yeah.
and then having great guests again. That's what we will continue to do.
Yeah,
As-
I'm looking
as
forward
always.
to it. So if you didn't catch us live on this one, hopefully you'll listen to us on the podcast or the replay on YouTube or Facebook. Definitely leave us a review. Let us know how we're doing. Spreads the information out to other people so we can continue to
Please.
grow this amazing pep rally.
There we
Yes.
go. There
Yeah.
we go.
All right.
Where else
so-
can they find us, Pete? I used to ask you that all the time.
Oh my gosh, throwing it back. So our website is teacherpeprally.com. We're on Instagram. We are on Facebook. We are on YouTube. And of course, the podcast. We got some other things working on. And there we go. Be sure to follow, like, and share.
Yeah. It was
Yeah.
good to see you all and everyone that joined us live today. It's always like the highlight of my week.
Yeah. Naoki and Ryoko and Hal and Tacey. That's awesome. Thank you so much. That means
Yeah.
a lot.
Appreciate you.
Wonderful. Cool.
Sure.
Yes.
So,
All right. So I guess with that, we'll kind of say good night to everybody, or good day, good morning. I did this in the last one too. I was like, depends on when you're watching us.
That's right.
I think we'll let me queue up a few things here and then we'll kind of sign off. So
yes, pyrotechnics.
pyrotechnical. That'll be
geez.
next.
Oh,
Oh,
yes.
here we go.
All right.
You got to wear pants for that, Fred.
Have a wonderful week.
so